being happy that we're not DJing anymore. I was just thinking about when we used to get those deposits, we used to spend them like the day we got them.
Oh, yeah. But we made sure we told them they were non-refundable.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore with the COVID. Those
yeah,
people
you
don't
have to
care
give
if
them
it's
back.
non-refundable or what.
We'd be getting sued right and left.
Man, I don't have
How
that
about
money.
an iPad?
They're selling off our stuff. I guess I could sell you one of these speakers.
Because that wedding I was supposed to do April 4th got canceled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what we would do. We would just have all this money out there and we'd have no shows.
Wedding season's going to be November, December, and January this year, basically.
I saw somebody yesterday say that they had a wedding scheduled for September, and the hall that they had it scheduled for was saying if you had to rebook it because of COVID-related illnesses, that it was a 25% fee, and then if they had to reschedule for... Oh, man, let me see if I can't find that up because it's such a bad deal. Like, people are taking advantage of people through this process. We've offered, on the pedal trolley, we've offered just a refund and a gift certificate available for this year or next year. So we're not offering refunds, but we're offering them to be able to use that gift certificate for 2 years. That seems pretty fair to me.
I think so, too, 100%. I mean, they're going to use it anyway. They already spent the money, out of sight, out of mind. That's scary about weddings, not to bring it up, but... We know somebody, Josh. We know somebody that's supposed to get married in September.
Yeah,
and if it's not going, oh man, I didn't even think about that.
I can't find it now. I can't find the post, but it was something like if they rescheduled for another, or during a peak time. So they're like almost 100% paid off. If they rescheduled during a peak time, they only got 25% of the credit that they'd actually paid for their wedding.
Oh, that's a kick in the dick, and that's bullshit. They shouldn't do that.
It seems awful.
Mm-hmm. That makes Ticket Bastard actually look better, and I didn't think that was possible.
Right. You hate those people.
Fuck, I hate those people. I swear to God, if somebody was to be wearing like a Ticketmaster shirt and crossing the street, there would be no skid marks whatsoever.
Sean and I met the lady. She owned another ticket company.
E-tickets?
Yeah, E-Tix or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that she told me at one time, like, the Ticketmaster was the reason why she would eventually go out of business, just because they're mongers.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the very first time when it was, and Sean, you'll remember this, when they had these Rock Never Stops that were coming to Pine Knob at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was going to go down, and this is when they started offering so you could print them out at home.
Didn't you make a Pine Knob t-shirt?
I did a Pine Knob. It'll always be the knob.
Yeah.
I did that, and then and I still have some of those. But then the Ticket Bastard one was the one that got me in trouble. And I'm really thinking about just kind of bringing that back. But it said Ticket Bastard service charging sons of bitches.
Nice.
But I remember I was going to print out the ticket. I'm like, okay, well the show's only 3 days away, so they don't have time to get me the ticket. And I really don't want to stand in line for a will call. So it's giving me an option to print out this ticket for the Rock Never Stops. I go to print it out, and it's going to charge me $7 to use my printer.
What the?
I went, what? And since then, it's done nothing but go. You have facility fees. We had to mow the yards fees. We have to pay off the neighbors' fees, possibly be able to flush the toilet fees. Yep. It's just ridiculous. So, like, I had friends that bought tickets to go see the Motley Crue Poison, and the tickets that they bought were $210, and with service charge, it came to $263.
This is one coming up at Comerica, right?
Yeah, well, that won't be. I mean, and you know who's happiest about that is Vince Neil is just ecstatic. In fact, I think he's the reason that COVID came around, because there's no way that fat ass was going to be able to stay in shape.
No.
He was not going to make it. This comes around, he puts his treadmill away and goes, thank God, where's the buffet? I'm back to the chips.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend paid $260 a piece, and they're like way the hell up. Not even very good seats.
See, that was something that when Garth decided to do his tour, he just basically said, like, we're not going to add all these fees on. I want an all-inclusive ticket price, and I want to be I want the attendees to know exactly how much the tickets are going to be at the end. So I don't know what he did with the Ticket Bastard, but by the time it was done, he was able to tell everybody, your tickets will be $94.95. That's how much your tickets are.
Yeah.
All inclusive.
Well, at least you know that way. You go into it and you know what that's going to be. I'm not a huge Kid Rock fan, but when he does that 6, 7, or 8 nights in a row at DTE, and the tickets are $15 for lawn, and beers are like, I think they're like $8.
Yeah.
He dictates that, and he says, I will play here for this many nights, but this is how much my tickets are going to be, and then this is how much you're going to charge for the beer. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, because he probably used to go there when he was young.
He's bringing them so much friggin' money, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
8 nights
well,
the shows, shut your mouth. You don't charge them $15.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tip over the trailer if you're going to be spending, $60 for a ticket. But if you're going to be dropping $15 a ticket, you guys can pretty much be able to work with your WIC card and get the rest of your family there.
Man.
Yep.
I still want one of those.
Yep.
Yeah, so I like the fact when the artists come through, you think about Garth for a minute, and $94.95 for every ticket in the building. There is no other ticket price in the building, from the front row to the back row.
Well, until like a week before, and the scalpers are selling them for $3,500 a fucking piece.
And there's a way. There's a way that Ticket Bastard could stop those scalpers. I mean, there's got to be a way.
They're probably part of them.
What?
Whoa, Ticket Bastard, take that. I'm going to jail.
That is a concept I hadn't thought about.
Okay, so here's the, you'll have to tell me if I already said this before, but when I interviewed Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, I was telling him that I had a T-shirt that is from Shout of the Devil tour, 1982, and it's I mean, the thing is ridiculously small now. I don't know how I ever fit into it, but I'm telling him where the shirt, and he goes, yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen one of those. And I said, actually, I feel kind of bad because I bought it in the parking lot after your show. And he goes, don't be. Those are our guys. I went, what? He goes, yeah. After the show, we'd load them all up with T-shirts and have them go walk the parking lot. I'm like, nice. Oh, my God, that was brilliant.
That
was
cool.
Brilliant.
You see a lot of people, though, I keep going back to Garth, but it's just because I've watched so much of his stuff, that won't sign things anymore, like guitar plates, like the thing that goes around, like pick guards. They won't sign pick guards anymore because you put it on a shitty old guitar, right? And then they ask $800 for
on eBay
for a Walmart guitar that you can buy because the pick guard was signed by Garth.
Right.
So they won't sign those things anymore. And I guess after a while it would. I mean, in the beginning you don't care. Like, give me your baby's ass, I'll sign it. I don't give a shit. But
right.
Eventually, it would seem like you would be offended by it
when you start. Diaper. Will you sign this?
When you go on eBay and you see that there's a pick guard that you signed, and now they're asking $800 for that guitar, it would piss you off.
Or like a hubcap off your fucking Chevy Nova. It's $1,100 because it's got Garth Brooks.
Yeah. Even these meet and greets that they're doing, he will sign the artist will sign one item.
Yeah.
So you're paying $100 extra to be able to go in.
It's only $35 a year for the Ashley McBryde fan club, but that's cool. I mean, yeah.
that is. I mean, but for a lot of these guys, I mean, when Motley Crue was doing that, and it was $50-$60 for actually, I think it was more than that. Tommy Lee, the drummer, said, "I'm not going to do it." And he made it real clear that I'm not doing it, not because I don't want to meet the fans, but I'm not doing it because I think it's stupid that we're charging them to do this.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
Well, plus I don't think he can go that long without heroin, so I think he had to step back in, and he don't.
Right.
What? I can't do it in front of them?
That's right. Here, I'll sign your spoon for you.
The Ashley McBryde thing is the only person I've ever paid to be part of their fan club. And you get like an automatic drawing. If you buy a ticket, then you can go put your name in the drawing for the fan club or for the meet and greet. And I can't imagine paying like $50 for it though. It was $35 for the year.
You paid $35,
but I get new music and stuff too. I wouldn't pay just.
I get
for
new
a meet
music
and
on Spotify.
I wouldn't pay for just a meet and greet. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to go to work today. Boy. I'm tired of your shit.
You're not going to recess, you little shit.
Did you pay for a meet and greet before, John?
I've never paid for one.
I never did either.
I paid for the meet and greet package.
I remember two.
Through Ashley McBryde's fan club, and then I didn't get selected, so I played the radio card and got in anyway. That's how that happened. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I've paid too many, I'm too much from that 80s era where you didn't do that. I mean, you just hung around and the bands came out, and that's just, I can't bring myself to do that.
Yeah. They don't let you hang around anymore, though.
You want to know what's funny is this big tour with Motley Crue and Def Leppard and all them. Vince Neil played the West Town, back in 2000-something. And the guy I was DJing for, Jay, that owns the bars, well, he had that big limo bus called the King, And that's what they picked Vince Neil up in, and they were taking him back to his hotel. And he gets on there's 80 people outside. And he goes to get on the bus, and Jose's like, "Oh, there's people surrounding the bus. Did you want to go out and talk to them?" And he's like, "Fuck them. Just drive away." Like, wow, he is really an ass in person. Didn't we hear a story that Larry Shute knocked him out?
I don't know, but that's a fun story.
Yeah, I thought he said he knocked him off a bar stool.
After we watched that video, or that movie, The Dirt, I kind of went back and, like, I looked at, because I like to see how well they did as far as, like, casting. You know, and he looked just like him back in the day. But today, like, Vince Neil's gone. He's had too many buffets, like what John had mentioned.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he can't even, he has to have the crowd sing along. Go watch a video.
He doesn't
a YouTube
sound
video.
good anymore?
He'll have the crowd sing the high parts because all their songs are sing along. Yeah. The whole, like Garth.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's great. You know, right when he starts going, they just start singing for him.
He starts burping. He truly, I mean, it's been this way for a long time though. Is that it's known that he can't sing all of the lyrics. He's all, "King, heart, say, somebody help me," and then he puts the mic out. He's like, "Here, you guys sing. I realize that you paid $70 a ticket, but whew, I got to catch my breath. I'm 3 songs in."
Yeah.
You know who did that when, and God rest his soul, he's dead now, but my wife made me go to an Eddie Money concert in Saginaw one time, and he's got like 4 people up on stage, and they're singing, and then he walks around, "Take me home tonight," and he couldn't get the words. I'm like, this is fucking terrible.
He played the Prime Event Center, and 60 people showed up.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw him back in his prime because he's an old San Francisco Bay Area boy, and you know how he came up with the nickname of Money? Do you know that story?
Feel like you're gonna tell us though.
I am. So it was originally Eddie Mahoney, and he really wanted to be a musician. So all of these bands like Jefferson Airplane and Grateful Dead, so he was basically showing up at these places and trying to roadie for them, and it turned out that he was able to start supplying them with drugs. Nice. And so he became their drug dealer, and they started referring to him as Eddie Money.
Nice. I need to get into drugs. Yeah. There's so much money in drugs, especially if you don't really have any interest in it.
Grow rooms.
Yeah, look, I don't want to get into grow rooms. I want to get into the hard shit. You know what I mean? I want to get into the stuff that's hard to find. Because
watching Narcos.
I have no interest in getting any cocaine in my body.
You want to know what movie we're going to watch now?
What?
Because you want to get into it? We're going to watch the movie Blow.
Is it any better than that stupid fucking George Strait movie we watched?
I thought you would have loved it. You're like an 80s, 90s country guru. And well, here's the thing, John. 20 minutes into it, before the story starts to pick up, his ass just falls asleep. I didn't even wake him up. He wakes up at the credits. Oh, that's a dumbass movie.
The problem is when what did he just say? 20 minutes into it, when the story starts getting going, holy fuck, why did we have to wait a half hour before the movie even started?
It's just the way movies are sometimes.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't last. If the movie isn't captivating me, or I have no issue turning it off. I know my wife has a real hard time with that because if she starts it, she wants to finish it. Same thing with the book. If I'm reading it and even 100 pages in, I'm like, this kind of sucks, I'll put it down. I got other stuff to do with my time. It's more valuable than wasting it here.
All we did in that 20 minutes or the first half hour of the movie, he sang the same 2 songs at 2 different arenas, and then some guy was making out with his manager on the bus, and I'm like, oh my god, this isn't happening. This is not
you can give it a chance.
My attention.
They're not movie people here. I try to get them watching. We don't like to watch movies. We can't watch
this movie.
We can't watch a scary movie because Josh will pee his pants. Won't watch a scary movie because it's sissy ass.
I liked the Motley Crue movie. That was a good movie.
If you want to get into the hard drug selling, even though this is a podcast and everyone's going to know now, we'll watch the movie Blow with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp?
Yep.
I'm going to learn how to sell hard drugs by Johnny Depp.
Oh, you're going to use, yeah.
Isn't American Gangster pretty much the same thing, though?
Hell yeah, that's a great movie, too, with Denzel Washington. That's a great movie, too.
Yeah, there was one, I can't remember what, because there was one that was definitely just about, it's probably Blow. That was really good. It was really good about the Cuban cartel and doing the airplane when they figured out. Narcos is that way on Netflix.
Yeah, I started getting into it, but I don't like reading the subtitles.
I know.
It's so dumb.
You know what? You can turn that off.
Yeah, but you can't hear. are like they speak a different language, don't they? Most of the show.
Do you want to just take a crack